Hey, too, what's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now we're at $8,553. We're up 15%. Guys, this is why we're in the space right here. This type of volatility when market movers step in, this is exciting, whether to the long or to the short side. When you see a market that moves 15% in a day, when most large markets won't move 20% in a year, this is exciting stuff, and it's great to see this volume back in this market, guys. And we're going to go over all this. We're going to be looking at this on the 4 hour. This is BTC USD. It's 1:49 p.m. Eastern Time. It's October 25th, 2019. So essentially, guys, what we had was the BART came in for us, and it came in on big volume, and it came right around this green line of support that we were looking at yesterday, 7,361. So that was a support area. We got a bounce off that, and it also correlated with that 0.618, that hot spot we were looking at, bounced right up above that. So what I like to look at, a lot of the times the 0.618 bounce will go to the 0.382, and that would give us a target of around $9,710. And what's nice, what's taking place here, guys, that I'm happy about, when these come in, these moves from the whales, when they come in like this, they knock out a lot of overhead resistance very fast. So we basically cut right through all the moving averages on the 4 hour, which was great. And then remember how we were talking about back testing this line that we broke down through? So a lot of times you'll back test this and you'll either break up into it like we're doing now, or you'll end up falling farther. So this break that we had being on good volume, that's exactly what we wanted to see for an upside move. We're not having one of these moves on low volume. It came on high volume, cut through a lot of key overhead resistance areas. You know, we can talk about this line it broke down through. We can talk about the moving averages. We can talk about 8,282 all the way up to 8,400. So we just cut through a lot. And that's the beauty of what Bitcoin does. And right now, what I'm looking to see is if we could close this 4 hour candle up above this resistance here at around $8,600. Going to look at that as well as this 200 moving average on the 4 hour. That's going to be an important thing to close up above, and I'm paying attention to this wick to see how much the bears are going to push down on the bulls here before the close of this 4 hour candle. I think that's something that's going to be important, but I love to see that this move came on volume. And what happened, guys, for my position, how I was telling you I was in a short from 8,100, I had a stop at $7,600, and I got pinged out. And obviously for a good reason, and that's why you use stops. So my stop was around, let's see, guys, right around this area, right in here, and I was playing it in on the 1 hour and the 15 minutes. And as I was getting in more profits, I just moved that buy stop down, 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 down. And you see how these moves for Bitcoin happen so fast and so explosive. That's why you have to always use a stop loss. And what I like to do when I get into play like that, guys, first I'll start at break even. So if I get a little bit of clearance room and I don't think a wick's going to wick me out, I'll start at a break even, and then as you're getting in more profit, you keep moving that stop either up or down depending on which way you're playing the market, so that something like this doesn't happen to you. Because if I didn't use a stop, my winning trade would have definitely been a losing trade now, because I shorted at $8,100, and now you're looking at a price of $8,500. So you could have went from a profit to a loss in the matter of a couple hours. That's how fast this market is. So that's one thing I wanted to emphasize today. To the upside and the downside, always use stop losses. My friends, please. I've done it before. I've played without stop losses because I don't want one of these long wicks to get me. But really, you got to have a stop loss in. It'll save you from big losses. It'll really help you. So a little rant about that there, a little rant about the wicks and everything, but I just want to put that out there about stop losses, guys, and that's why I'm giving you my position. I don't like anybody doing, what I'm doing, because I can get in and out of the market very fast. So I don't want to give anybody advice, but I'm trying to use what I did as an example. And that's why I like to, talk to you about winning trades or losing trades, because like I said, I like to do micro trading on just a small frame as I'm learning this. I think that's the most important thing when you start out trading. You really need to learn before you start using a lot of money or doing crazy things. So that's important, guys. Start with paper trading, then go to micro trading, and then start doing some bigger trading. And I think that's the way to go, because I really want to learn this, and I want to take as many people along with me as possible. So that's what I'm looking at right now, guys. The RSI on the 4 hours, it's 74. So it's really just watching this candle close to see what happens. And we want to watch today. If all of a sudden we get some type of rollover where we just start falling back down, then we'll know maybe this was some type of a false break. But right now with the volume, excuse me, guys, with the volume showing what it's showing, that's important. To me, that's showing a true move. Always look at that volume, something you want to pay attention to, guys. Now what we need to do is go out to the 1 day. And if you get something out of this, guys, me talking to you about stop losses and my positions, and you can learn from, you know, the mistakes or the things that I've done well, I hope it can save people money down the road. That's what I want to do. I know some people have said that, hey, you know, I saw your analysis and it made me, or helped me not get into a trade when we had a big drop or whatnot before. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to show people the upside, the downside, and the sideways, and just be your analyst here and show you these are targets. This is what may happen. Here's what's happened in the past, and then you guys make your decisions. That's what I'm here for. So we are right now up against a 200 EMA. So it's acting as overhead resistance. We're going to see what we do with this for the end of the day. If we close up above it, if we close below it, or if we start even challenging this 50 up here, if we continuously get a move here. But this is a massive bullish engulfing candle that's taking place right now. We're just going to have to see where the day closes, and it's going to close at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that's something you always want to watch, guys, is the close for each day on the candles. It's so important because you'll see if you're closing, you know, above resistance or below support, and that type of stuff can always show you. You can even see right here, look down to this support where we've hit before. That's where we found it right there. So we didn't even make it all the way to the 0.618. We came close. But now let's see if once we have this pullback, we can set a higher low and then come back up and make a higher high, and then a higher low, higher high. We need to get out from this downtrend right here in purple. Those are our lower highs. We have to get up above it. So this was the first high we need to clear, guys, which would be a good thing. We can close up above that and then start making those moves. Higher highs, higher lows. So that's what I'm looking at. Just pay attention to today, where the candle is going to close at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If we see big rejection, then maybe it was just some type of, you know, false move. But with that type of volume, that's what you want to see right there. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Guys, play it cautious right now, and you know, don't chase the market. Don't FOMO. That's one of the best things I can tell you is don't FOMO. So God bless you all. Take care.